Welcome back, subscribers. So I told you that we were going to have a small little pump. Here is the current pump that is going on. I'd like to see us pump up to 23,000, which would be right around this level here. And we can see on the chart, if I just zoom in just a little bit, it'd be the top of these candles. I'm on the daily here. We've got support at 20,000, relatively right at 20,000. I've got an alert on to see if we break below. I have sold 50% of my positions. Here is my Bitcoin. I told you guys I was long at 19,000. I sold half, and I moved my stop loss to break even so that I'm not going to lose any money. I'm playing with house money. My Ethereum trade has done quite a bit better. This saved my ass over the last couple losses that I had. This made all up for it. So I sold half for 100% profit, and I'm leaving the rest in just to see what happens. But I'd really like to see us get to the $23,000 mark. We will see if we can get up here, because stochastics is hovering right around breaking the oversold. So if it breaks oversold, we can see another big little pump here. And I'm also looking for breaking above the 9-day, because if we get close to the 9-day and we get rejected, that's going to be a selling point for me to just get out of the trade. I'll get back down when we get here or wherever I feel like there's a local bottom. We can see that we had a engulfing candle here. It's kind of considered a hammer candle because of the long wick here, but it is still engulfing because it is completely engulfed the candle to the left, which is a big bullish sign. And then now we've got a doji candle, which is basically saying that, hey, this is indecisiveness between buyers and sellers. You know, sellers are trying to push price below this line of 20,000 because they want it to go down here so that they can pick up Bitcoin quite a bit cheaper. And then buyers are going, no, this is a good local bottom. We need a relief rally. And so what I think is potentially going to happen is we need to see another big move to the upside, or maybe more to the downside. We will see. But I just feel like all this stuff is kind of getting exhausted out. Where is volume? You know, let me look at volume. Volume, there's not a whole lot of volume going on right here. So we might just be seeing some sideways action where Bitcoin does one of these things where they just kind of falls here for a while before actually deciding whether or not we're going to explode or not. You know, again, I'd like to see an explosion of 5,000 or more to the upside before. That would be a good relief rally right there. And what I mean by relief rally is it's something to where people get excited that, hey, okay, cool, I'm going to go long and I'm going to stay here. And then the rug gets pulled and then price starts tanking and we go lower. If you've watched some of my videos, I have suggested that the bottom for Bitcoin is actually around the 80% correction here. So let me go to the weekly here. So right now we're at like a 74% correction down there at 17,800. That 80% correction is going to be right around the $13,000 mark, and that's a scary moment right there. But you can see that at the $1,300 mark, this is the 2017 or actually 2019 high. You know, so that would be a good position there. The next really level of support is going to be that 12, maybe even 10. So realistically, 10 to 14 is the absolute bottom for the bear market right now. You know, and this is something where it's like you should be saving money for potentially something to happen. I would say if you're an investor and you're not even a trader, if you're not even a trader, don't play with leverage. And now's a good time to buy and hold, invest. And if you have some sort of an asset to sell, I don't know if it's an extra TV or something that you're not really going to miss, to have an extra $500 to $1,000. If you're not willing to invest more than $1,000, I would say you're better off buying Ethereum. Just risk versus reward, and you've got a higher reward to be able to buy closer to a full Ethereum with lower money than Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you really, to make it impactful, you need to try to have 2,500 or more to invest into it to get a good little chunk. And so if you can do 2,500, well, now would be a good time to, at 20,000, put 500, at 19,000, put 600, at 18,000, put 700, and then until you're out of money, just try to kind of pyramid in where you start smaller and then you get bigger and bigger and bigger, so you're not exhausting yourself in case the move continues to the bottom, because you'll never know when the exact bottom is. And this is coming from a guy that I put 10 grand in at 30,000. I thought that was a pretty good local bottom, and then I've put another 10 grand in from 30,000 to 20,000, and I'm trying to think of like where I could come up with some more cash without selling other assets, robbing Peter to pay Paul. And so right now my investing strategy, not my trading strategies, because I don't want to take anything out of my trading account. I don't want to take anything out of my stock account. I want to leave that stuff in there because the prices are so low. I just want to try to accumulate more. So my newest strategy is to every week take a little bit of my paycheck or however I make from YouTube or whatnot, and just put a little bit in. If it's $50, it's $50. If it's $100, it's $100. If it's $1,000, it's $1,000. And truthfully, life happens, guys. Life completely happens. And I guess this is where I will share a little bit about what's happened to me. Just transparent is, the last couple of weeks have been rough. My aunt's died. One of my grandmas has died. I had to put my dog down. My cat's been in the ER for the last 10 days, and it's been really expensive. He's having surgery today, and I know his quality of life is going to be okay afterwards. So, I decided to sell my TRD Pro Tundra just so that I could pay for his surgery and everything, and like the selfishness and greediness of the whole financial crypto world in me is like, hey, I would have liked to put that money into Bitcoin, because you take 10 grand and I could easily make it into 100, 200, if not more, because of the next 5-10 years. But I chose to have my kitten because he's been through hell and back with me. And my family, and that's something that I just had to, follow my gut on that. So if you have something like a situation like mine where it's hard to put money in the market right now, that's entirely fine. Entirely fine. Like, life happens, right? And usually when prices are tanking like this, everyone is freaking out about money. They're trying to tighten their bills, get rid of certain things because they don't know what the future is going to hold. The uncertainty is what kills us. So for that, you're not alone, right? And now is the scary times where, you can make some money. And just don't go out to dinner that one night. That's all I'm saying. Put $30, $50 into Ethereum, hold it forever. And if you can accumulate more with Bitcoin, then do that. And if there's certain ways that you can do it with, like Coinbase and Crypto.com, they have like a debit card where you can get 1% to 4% cash back on certain coins. I would stay within Ethereum and Bitcoin, but like the things that you're normally going to spend money on, like utilities, car payments, insurance, load money onto that debit card, pay it with that, and it's money that you are going to have to spend anyway, so you'll get a little bit back. You know, yeah, it's not a lot. You spend $1,000, 1.5% into Bitcoin, that's $15. That's not a whole lot, right? However, we do spend a lot of money over the course of a month and whatnot, and that's $15 more than what you would have without having that small little strategy. And it's just a little bit of discipline, but truthfully, we're going to be okay. It's all going to work out. It's my famous father saying that it's all going to work out. And truthfully, I hated that saying because it was like, how is it all going to work out? It's going to work out because you have to make decisions to make it work out, But I guess if you're 1,000-foot view looking at it, what my father was saying was, you will make it happen. You will find a way. And so I'm telling you guys, you will find a way. And if you are in a position where you don't have to sell any of the crypto to pay for food and everything, just leave it and forget it. And stay away from the news. Gas is overpriced. Interest rates are through the roof, but they're not as bad as they've been. In the 80s, an interest rate on a mortgage was damn near a credit card. It was 16 to 18%. Now we went from low of 2% to now we're like 5, 6. It's still not incredibly bad. Like, there are going to be good times ahead. So during these hard times is where, again, you can make money, but don't put yourself in a bad position where I believe everyone can save a penny here and there. And if you save a penny here and there, put it into crypto, put it into stocks, but only put it into things that you believe are going to go up. I'm talking if you use an Apple computer, buy Apple stock. If you use a Windows computer, buy Microsoft, that type of thing. You drive a Toyota, buy Toyota stock, same thing, Ford, whatever. You believe Bitcoin is the alternative to cash, buy effing Bitcoin. You think Ethereum is going to change the roadmap of all of cryptocurrency, buy Ethereum. If you believe Dogecoin is going to be the next big thing, I guess buy Dogecoin. But I don't recommend it because I don't believe in it. But it's unfair for me to tell you what to do when you could have a different level of conviction than me. But I've been rambling on for a little bit. I showed you guys some of my trades. I showed you where I'm thinking Bitcoin is going. And truthfully, if you have a long-term outlook on this stuff, now is a good time to get in. Everyone is scared. Everyone is talking that Bitcoin is going to 10,000, 0, going to 3,000. And I'm telling you, 99% of everybody are going to be wrong. Even me. It's damn near impossible. You have to have a lot of luck to be right about this stuff. So in order to technically not be wrong and still be in the action, there's that saying, dollar cost average in. I told you about my pyramid idea of just every time it goes down $1,000, buy a little bit more, buy a little bit more, and have the mindset that you're holding on to this stuff forever. Because in 5, 10 years from now, it's going to go up. Think of the price of gas. Where was it 10 years ago? Think of the price of groceries. Where was it 10 years ago? Think of the price of a home. Where was it 10 years ago? Think of the price of a house. Where was it 10 years ago? Everything is going up. Same thing with cryptocurrency. This is Johnny Crypto, here to help you make some money.